Yeah, ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Conrad Boyes from Vanderhoof, BC, and I've been trucking for 45 years now. And I born and raised in Northern Ontario, a little town called Luck, Ontario, which is no more on the map. They don't show anything around. And I had moved to Southern Ontario in October the 4th, 1972. And then I moved down there to get some education, and I went to school there for 42 weeks, got my grade 7. And then I started trucking from there, all over the countryside and everywhere. And I moved to a little town north of there, which is called Port Sydney, Ontario, and that's where I met my wife. And we lived there for 14 years, and then in 96 we moved west, where I got 7 brothers and 5 sisters out here, which had moved out in the early 70s and the 80s, and you know, from there on we never looked back. And what the heck was it now? Well, 5 years ago this September,
yes,
we went. My brother got an airplane, and we always go north.
Okay, he would fly himself?
Yeah, only a little stint in Voyager plane. And we always go like up north to Fort Nelson, and then fly out a little lake called Parker Lake, which would fly straight southwest out of there, which would have about a 45-minute flight, which is called the lake called Cheesy Lake. Okay. And that's where we land in there, and we go hunting. So we walk maybe about 2 miles up the valley, make camp, and that's where we hunt from out there. So the first day we were in there, we looking around. I got my elk the first day, a nice 6-point elk. So we carried that out to camp that night and whatever. So the next day, I said to my brother and my sister, I had I'm gonna take a walk out to the plane and get some supplies, and whatever, and I'll be back, So I walked out to the plane, got some supplies, and I was on my way back in from there, about 10 minutes into my hike, and all of a sudden, the brush was, it's about 5 feet high, the brush, and walked along. All of a sudden, I stopped. And all of a sudden, this grizzly bear, she stood up about 20 feet from me, and I swear her mouth came open this wide, and she, all of a sudden, she went down. I had my gun on my shoulder, swung it off my shoulder, took the safety off, and she was right there on top of me. I took 2 shots into her, bang, bang, and then she came up. I swung my gun into her mouth sideways and held her off. She pushed me right backwards. The gun went flying that way. She grabbed me by my leg, put 2 big holes in my leg, about the height of a toonie. As soon as I sat up, she grabbed me by my head here, and she busted my jaw, crunch, busted my jaw in 3 places. And then I reached up and pulled her mouth open, got my head out, and then she chewed my hand. So you see the scar right here, all ripped right down here.
Can you show it up front?
Yep, see it ripped right down around here, all the teeth marks in there. This thumb here was chewed off. This here, there's a big scar right here, where she got me on there too, And then, I don't know what, I held her off, and I got my feet up on her chest somehow, and I kicked her, and she hit the ground, bang, and then she rolled over and crawled into the bush at about 20 feet, and that's where she died. So in the meantime, I get up, and what the heck, where's my gun? I reach over and find it over here. I get back, now the damn thing won't work. So it was all full of blood and slobber and everything. I tried to get it to cock, no, wouldn't go. So I had all my shells out on the ground. So, no problem, I got one in my pocket here. I reached in my pocket, when she grabbed me by my leg, she clapped that clip. So I had to take all that clip out, take all the shells out, put them in that clip there, slap it back in. Now I can work it. I'm standing there. Should I go in and finish her off, or what? Or should I got her? I'm looking at myself. I'm just covered from one end to the other with blood, and I'm I'm in bad shape, and and I'm at least 45 minutes from camp. Nobody knows where I am.
No.
They knew I was in that general direction, but they don't know where I am. So I pick up my hat, threw it on, my coat, put it on, and then I take a walk about maybe 50 yards away, and I stand there listening, and I knew she was dying. But I got to get it going. So I head to camp. 45 minutes I walked into camp where my brother and sister were, And right away, my sister almost fainted.
She almost fainted.
Oh, my nose was ripped off.
Oh.
My jaw was hanging right down here. I couldn't talk because my teeth were all bugged up and everything. So then my oldest brother, he said, well, how am I going to get you out of here? I can't carry you out of here because he's older than me. So he had all run out to the plane to get the satellite phone, which we had a satellite phone in the plane. So he ran out there, got out there, the satellite phone wouldn't work.
Oh.
So he said, well, I'll head down the lake away, maybe the big resort, maybe I can get somebody down there. So we get halfway down the lake, he turned his radio on the emergency channel, he hauled it on there, a WestJet going right over the top, picked up the signal, relayed it to Fort Nelson, and relayed it back, and we'll have a helicopter there in 45 minutes.
Okay.
So he was satisfied. So he turned around, came back to shore, parked the plane, and his satellite phone is working. So he right away phoned 911 again just to make sure. They had no problem. The plane, the helicopter would be there in 45 minutes. We got everything. He said, well, you don't have to worry about a grizzly bear or nothing. It hit a half a mile away from the house camp, and it's dead. So don't worry about it. So he comes back to the camp and gets back there. So where's the helicopter? I said, we heard the helicopter coming, but it was gone. I said, gee, what the heck? Did they get a false reading or what? So we head around there, what the heck's going on? We just don't know what to do. So 5.5 hours later, the helicopter comes in, 2 helicopters now. 4 RCMP had game 1 and 2 helicopters landed. Well, what happened? The RCMP got the story, and somehow somebody got something mixed up. They had, don't land in there because there's a live grizzly bear running around. Get your ass back to Fort Nelson. So they had to fly back to Fort Nelson, wait another 2 hours to get another helicopter, 4 RCMP, and the game 1, then to come in, and then by that time it was 5:30 at night, so they flew me out of there to Fort Nelson. Meantime, they had a Learjet sitting on the tarmac waiting for me. They put me in the ambulance, sedated me, threw me in there, off to Edmonton. I was in Edmonton for 2 weeks, and that's where my wife came to meet me there, and they had me out for 5 days to sew me all up, and they had the best surgery on hand, the best plastic surgery on hand, fixed me all up. 2 weeks later, I was on my way home.
And he still goes hunting.
Oh yeah, well, can't quit now.
What a story!
Yeah, it was one of them things. Like she had a pair of cubs that I didn't see, and that was the reason why she just protected the cubs. Hey? So it wasn't no, it wasn't her fault and wasn't my fault.
No.
Just, I happened to be at the wrong place at the right time, and it's one of them things. Hey, so it's one, and I survived it. So that's the best thing.
Of course. Can I have a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Were you not afraid of dying out there?
No.
You didn't. It didn't come to you now.
No,
I'm dying.
never even thought about it. Never even thought. Well, when she grabbed me by my head, that's when I thought, this game over. I'm done. Then all of a sudden, I don't know. I just came. What the heck's going on? I reached up and pulled her mouth open. You bitch! I laid there and kicked her off and I never even thought at the time. I'm head back to camp, find my brother and sister. See what's going on. So that's when they.
Oh boy! So you must have been bleeding a lot.
Oh yeah, I lost a lot of blood, but I didn't lose enough that they had to give me a blood transfusion.
Oh no!
But it was about plus 20 out, so which everything dried up and clotted quick. So that's what saved me, I guess. In the long run, but when she grabbed me by my leg, she didn't hit that. If she'd hit that big blood vessel there, then I would have been done. But we're away from that. So it was good.
Yes. But did she, when she grabbed your leg, did she pull you?
Oh yeah. Oh, she grabbed me right by my leg, and that's when I sat up, and that's when she grabbed me by my head and crunched, and that.
So you could hear it crunching?
Oh, I could hear the crunch happen. I thought, well, game over, man. I'm gone for sure.
Did she claw your back open?
Well, she didn't claw my back. She grabbed me by my back. I had scars on my back and everything, on my head and everything else. And that.
Oh boy!
When she bit down and everything.
What a story!
It was quite the deal, but I'm here to tell the story. That's the main thing.
We are very glad. For all sakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of all for your sake, of course.
Yeah. Well, it was 5 years ago. This September the 5th when it happened.
Okay, only 5 years ago.
Yep, 5 years ago.
So when you came back from the hospital, so when did you start work again?
2 months later. Yeah, 2 months later, my son drove my truck for me and looked after everything.
Okay.
And then he has a truck now, and the two of us work together. And we work out of Vanderhoof. He worked for a little mill there, Vanderhoof Specialty Wood, and then plus for Rona coming up from down south. And so they keep us busy and that. You know, we have the 2 trucks going. And
okay, yeah, but you have your own company, right?
Yep. Conrad Boyes Transportation. Yeah.
I saw a big truck outside with your name on.
Yep, that's right. Yep, that's me out of Vanderhoof. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
You're back to normal in every way.
Yeah, everything worked good.
Okay.
Like, you know, what it should do.
Yeah.
And they did such a good job on his face.
Yes.
I've known Conrad since 96, 97.
Yeah, about 97, when we met
and
in Gas Creek.
I can tell a little bit of a difference, but if you didn't know Conrad before, you wouldn't know that his face is a little bit different.
No.
Well, like I said, the only thing he had a little scar there and a little dimple there. Only thing different.
And your nose is different.
Yeah, well, if I had my beard shut off, he had like a hairlip down here, it was ripped wide open here, and but they backed me and had my face, ripped right apart.
And that was in the hospital in Edmonton. They did a good job.
Oh yeah, University Hospital in Edmonton. They did the.
So you haven't been in the hospital since?
No, I haven't been back in the hospital.
Good.
Yeah.
No. So your everyday now is you're logging? Oh, sorry.
Trucking. Trucking all over the country, back and forth. I just stay in BCA, but back and forth we haul mainly wood pallets and lumber for a little mill in Vanderhoof.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's got 2 beautiful little grandsons.
Oh, great, yeah.
Please tell the camera, please.
Yeah. Oh, I have 2 little. One is almost 6 years old, and the other one is almost 3 years old. And they're the cutest little buggers going.
Oh.
But I have a surprise to tell you too. I have a surprise to tell you. She's expecting another one.
Is she going to have another baby?
Yep.
Oh, far out.
I was told it's not anything, but
I hope it's a girl.
Well, that's what everybody's hoping.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how many kids do you have?
Don was there.
One boy.
One boy.
One boy. And that's my only son, and then my daughter-in-law now, and they live at the same. We have a house, and then we have a trailer which we bought and lived in while we built our house.
Oh yes.
And then we moved them in after here a couple of years ago. So they live in the trailer right there. So now everybody's right close to home, which is nice.
Of course. So have you told the little boys? Your story with the bear?
Oh yeah.
What are their eyes like?
Oh yeah, they get big and then wait until they start school. Well, the oldest one just started kindergarten now, so he'll be telling stories.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I think you're very brave, and you at the same time you keep your feet on the ground and say. It was just protecting pups and
exactly. Well, I was born and raised in Northern Ontario in a trap line. My dad was a trapper, and and we hunted and fished all our life. And and it's one of them things. It was most people would likely never even got a shot off, or would never been here today to tell the story. But I just, it was one of them things. It was automatically. I reached down and shot her right in the face. One went through the heart here, blew the heart right out. But they can go 9 minutes without a heartbeat. So that's why they can do so much damage. And that's why she did so much damage. Because most animals or anything, you shoot them in the heart, they drop dead like that. But a grizzly bear or black bear, they can go 9 minutes without a heartbeat, because when they hibernate, the heart only beat every 9 minutes. So that's why they can do so much damage to you. most animals, you shoot them in the heart, they drop dead right now. So they're different altogether.
And when you grabbed your gun and
Yep.
shot it, you acted by instinct?
Yep, just automatic. I seen her stand up, and all of a sudden she went down the brush, and I knew she was coming. I swung it off my shoulder. I took the safety off, and there she was right there, bang bang, like that. While she was still coming, I couldn't get another shot. I swung it right sideways, stuck it in her mouth, and she chewed my gun up. I still got it home with my scope and everything. Oh yeah, I take it, go hunting with it, and real.
It still works.
Oh yeah, it still works and everything, and real story. Of course. What's the matter with your gun? Well, that's where the grizzly bear chewed it up, man. that's my story.
It's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
Have you ever told this story to television here in Canada?
Well, yeah, right after I came back, it's on CBC, Global TV,
Yes.
on Global TV, and CBC, Betsy Trumpeter from Prince George interviewed me, and if you go into CBC.com on the grizzly bear-attack, you'll come up with the whole story.
Okay.
It'll come up too.
Okay.
So if you go to that, then you can.
But now I have I have filmed this story too, and when I come back to Denmark, I put this film on the internet, on my home pages, and on YouTube and Facebook with your name on, and then the whole world can see this story too from livesavings.com.
Right.
So I'm very, very thankful that you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what I suggest would be that I'll let you finish your breakfast.
Yeah.
And maybe when you leave, I can go outside and do the filming when you leave with your truck.
Sure. Okay. You betcha. That's no problem.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty scary.
So, we are back in the cafe still, and I regretted my decision because after I turned off the camera, Conrad told me about how his parents came to Canada back then. So, luckily you said yes to tell that story too.
Yep.
So please go ahead, Conrad.
My dad from Eastbourne, my mom from Liverpool, and that's how they met right after the Second World War. My dad got wounded on D-Day at the beach, and he got shipped back to England, where my mom was a nurse in the hospital, and that's where they met, in the hospital. And I forget the exact name of the hospital, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
But that's where they met in there, and then I think it was a year after that they moved. They got married actually during the war. Like Dad came back on leave, and then they got married, and then they went back to war down to Egypt and all down to there.
Okay.
And then they got, after the war was over, they came to Canada and landed. They landed in London, Ontario, and Dad went to work on a farm just in Essex, just outside of London. And my mum was an RN, which looked after the elderly couple, and they lived on the farm there for a few years or whatever, and then they moved up to Northern Ontario Kapuskasing. And then my dad, he wanted to go for the game one, so they shipped him back down to Dorset, Ontario, and that's where he went to Ranger School and got his license for a game one, and then he was shipped into Hornpain, and he was there for the game one for about 4 or 5 years, and then he got tired of that, and then he went and bought a trap line, moved into trap line, which is on the Canadian National Railway, which is Highway 27, mile 27 on the railroad track, and that's where I was born, and I have 7 brothers and 5 sisters. And, 7. Yeah, and my two sisters, or my brother and sister were born in Hornpain. From me on up, they're all underneath me. We were all born pretty well right there at Lux, Ontario, and we lived there. Well, I lived there until I was 15, and then I went to work in Hornpain, and in the 70s, my brother started moving west. A couple of my brothers came out west, and then everybody followed, and then finally in '96 we came out. And that's how we got to be in BC.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great story too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now I'll let you finish your breakfast.
Yeah. Well, I'm just about done. Yeah.
Thank you. So you had a card for me, please?
Yep, I do so. I'll get those and talk to you. There you go.
Okay.
I'll give you a few.
Thank you so much, Conrad. It's really been a pleasure.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you there.
Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
And just keep in touch with me if you have more good stories.
I have your address and everything and that, and my brother will likely get you on the Facebook, and my son he'll be on. He just love to see that on Facebook.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and take good care of yourself.
Yeah, well, you too, and have a good trip home there. And
thank you so much.
We'll keep in contact.
I will love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Conrad.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll do some filming right now when you leave. I film.
Okay.
Anna.
Nice meeting you there. Yeah, take care. You look after your dad there, eh?
Oh yeah, thank you. All the best, sir.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.